We have just wrapped on Blood of My Blood.
And it has been 7 amazing, wonderful months.
Rain, wind, snow, sun, midges, storms, the works.
You must have all heard about the upcoming Outlander prequel series called Blood of My Blood. Well, if you haven't, it's my honor to present it to you. Focusing on the life of Jamie and Claire's parents, the show is expected to involve romance, family drama, war drama, and of course, time travel. The characters will include members of the Fraser and Mackenzie clan, the younger versions of the people whom we loved in the original series like Myrta and Jocasta. And there's even more. Here I am, ready to talk about everything I know about this prequel show, from its characters to its subject matter and from its first look images to its upcoming release date. Let's start, shall we? First look. Our official first look into the prequel series came a few months ago. The filming had started in January. This was the first time we got to see Jamie's parents in their younger days, Ellen and Brian. In fact, even though we saw Brian briefly in Outlander Season 1, we never got the chance to see Ellen. But looking at her hair, I can see that it's perfect casting. Jamie's father is even more so because the actor, who is called Jamie ironically, looks a lot like Sam Heughan. Great job, don't you think? And this was literally our first time seeing Claire's parents, Julia and Henry. I will talk more about this in a minute, but we know that Claire's parents died in a car accident when Claire was only 5 years old. And that's pretty much everything we know about them. As you can tell from their clothes, they will be in the 20th century, whereas the Frasers and the Mackenzies will be in the 18th century. More on this later. What do you think? Do you like the casting of the main characters? Let me know in the comments. What about the rest? Well, we have Rory Alexander playing the younger version of Myrta, Fitzgibbon's Fraser. Here he is standing next to younger Mrs. Fitz. Since we have Ellen Mackenzie, we will have her sister Jocasta as well, which makes me so happy. Here she is. We will also see the younger versions of characters like Dougal Mackenzie, Jamie's uncle, Colin Mackenzie, Jamie's older uncle who reigns over the clan, and also Ned Gowan, the legal advisor to Clan Mackenzie, Fleabag's father for those interested in some cross-series information. We also have one of my favorite actors, Tony Curran, playing Simon Fraser, Jamie's grandfather. You might remember the character's older version appearing briefly in season 2 of the Outlander series. Plot. So what will happen to this enormous cast? What's the story here? For Claire's parents, it's tricky to say because our only knowledge of them comes from Claire, and since they died when she was only 5, she doesn't remember much about them. And there's no material written by Diana Gabaldon explaining their story. The same goes for Jamie's family too, but Diana explicitly said that she didn't find Claire's parents interesting, so she didn't care to write about them. In contrast, we do know a lot about Jamie's family through the dialogues between characters. There's also the question of whether Claire's parents were also time travelers or had the time travel gene. Well, the author said that one of them had to have the gene since it's supposed to pass to Claire, but she also said that they were not time travelers, which means that even though one or two of them had the gene, they weren't aware of it or didn't choose to use it. But of course, the series can change this to make the story more interesting. The prequel does not have source material, but the script was written in collaboration with Diana, so this time travel situation can be changed. Otherwise, Blood of My Blood would be just 2 stories told separately, and it wouldn't really make sense to have no connection between the storylines. What do you say? As for Jamie's parents, we know more, as I mentioned. When Ellen's father dies, her brothers Colin and Dougal try to arrange a marriage for their sister, but Ellen doesn't want that and runs away and elopes with Brian Fraser. They had to stay hidden until Ellen was visibly pregnant with her first son, William. I'm not sure if the series will move that much forward in time, but in the Outlander books, it is said that William died at the age of 11 from smallpox. One bonus info, Ellen's middle name is Katrina, and yes, that was chosen to honor Katrina Balfe. I cannot wait to see what happens to these characters. Will there be other time travelers? Will any of the Outlander cast make an appearance? These are things we don't know yet, but I will let you know once I find out more. Finally, if you're curious about where the series gets its name from, I'm just gonna remind you of this scene.
You are blood of my blood and bone of my bone.
Release date and trailer. After finishing filming in July 2024, Starz began promoting the prequel with official first look images, all of which I've shown you, but it has not released a trailer yet. We do have this wonderful video though.
Watch the show when it comes out.
It's gonna be a good one.
We can't wait for you to see it.
Starz said nothing about the release date either, but considering the OG series is ending its season 7 this January and Blood of My Blood is in post-production, we should expect the prequel to come out sometime in 2025. We all know Starz likes to make us wait. Season 8 has finished filming as well, but I have a feeling that will come out after the prequel because Starz will want to use the popularity of Outlander to promote Blood of My Blood, which means the prequel this year, then the final season of Outlander in 2026. By the way, we don't know if the prequel will only have one season. It wasn't planned as a limited series. Diana said she's planning on writing a prequel book on Brian and Ellen's love story and it has material for 3 books. The series is based on the material for only the first of these books, which means 3 seasons are a possibility. But of course, it also depends on the number of viewers the show gets. We will see. To learn more about the final season of Outlander, check out this video.